Hi everybody, this is Annalise from My Joy Body in good old Aotearoa, New Zealand, and it's just wonderful to have you in this space. So sit down, have a cup of tea, and we're going to talk cleansing tonight. I was asked today, why would I cleanse? Why and why indeed? And the best answer I can give you is why I cleanse. And one of the beautiful things I realized about cleansing when I was answering this question was that when we cleanse, we agitate. And that might be that we are releasing addiction, so we agitate that space of attachment. And when we agitate, put ourselves into a state of agitation, we actually have to grow capacity to be able to contain and transform that agitation back into a homeostasis, back into an equilibrium. So when we cleanse, we're actually creating more capacity, more resilience within ourselves. And we're doing that through this agitation process. And this is why it's so wonderful to cleanse in a group, because when we're in that agitation process, we could be crying, we could be having an emotional release, or anger, or whatever. There's a lot of emotions that happen in the cleansing process. It's really lovely to be able to talk into that space with your group and have your group talk back and say, that's natural, that's how it goes. So having a community to help create that capacity for transcendence. So that's one of the reasons that I cleanse, because I'm always trying to build capacity within myself. I'm wired to want to go further, and I think we are as humans to go deeper, to go higher, to go further. And for me, cleansing does that. It enables me to go deeper into my personal matrix, what I am. It allows me to go higher into who I am. It's that also capacity for wider is to create capacity for relationship. So those are kind of abstract ideas, but they're very real. So if we talked about higher, let's take it to the mind. So when we cleanse, we allow the body time and space to actually get back into alignment. Digestion takes a heck of a lot of energy, and so does processing toxins. So if we take out the toxins and start to lighten our food load, it means that the body can start to flush. And once it's flushed, it can start to get back to healing, and we can start to optimize human functions. So for me, I get a great deal of clarity and a great deal of spaciousness in my being. And when I say spaciousness in my being, it means that when something happens, it's not right in my face. It's not close. It's a little, there's a half a breath or a breath between what happens and my reaction. So that's beautiful with the clarity. And I find that I have a bigger capacity to come into presence. And if you've ever experienced presence, it's magical. It's transcendent. Yes, so that's another reason that I cleanse. So the systems and functions that sit underneath that, the biology that sits underneath that, is so vast, and so intricate and complicated. I'm not going to go into the biology of cleansing. I think the best thing that we need to know is what I mentioned before, is that what we're doing is we're taking the weight off the body of the constant detoxifying and digesting. So those are the two main processes. Although we do, in engaging those processes to have space to relax, we actually start doing things like working within the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. So our nervous system comes on board, and then if we introduce physical practices, then we start getting into the lymphatic system. So, and then again, if we're in the blood system, drinking water, so we're purifying through the blood. So this beautiful biology of a being, every aspect is affected by cleansing, and you will notice, eventually you will notice more energy. You will notice a calmer being, and yeah, you'll notice a lot more. So I guess that is the fundamental reasons that I do it. I think there's you know, I think I started to do it really because I wanted to know who I was and who I wasn't. And I am not my addictions, although they play a huge role in my life. A lot of the work that I've done this year is working with essence and construction of the ego and the essence being. And I now am interested in how we can live from our place of essence rather than our place of constructed identity. So for me, that's cleansing is a perfect place for that to unfold. So look, there's a little bit about it. I would love it if you would share 3 breaths with me. The 3 breath meditation is one of my favorite things to do to create space around and in the body. So let the eyes close, and let's draw in a big, beautiful breath in the nose. And when we blow out, we purse the lips a little bit, so we're breathing out through an imagined straw. And again, in the nose. And here we are in another moment in time. So thank you for coming on and listening. Thank you for meditating with me. Please, if you have not liked my page on Facebook, it is My Joy Body. Go along and like it and get amongst it. We do free fasts. We do cleansing twice a year, April and October. I host a myriad of personal practices, yoga techniques, and come along for love and memes. So go well, beautiful people, and stay true. Peace.